What's up, family? We have some very good news to share with you today regarding a new bill that was just introduced by Congress. This is a very large tax bill worth $70 billion that is expected to prevent a government shutdown. In a last-minute effort, Congress is making some progress as the Democrats and the Republicans failed to agree on anything in a bipartisan way, but overnight they finally have done it. Now, this particular bill is expected to bring back the child tax credits that ended back in 2021 because Congress failed to renew it, and we also have some $1,500 stimulus checks coming our way. But before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, like I mentioned, that Congress has put a new major tax deal on the table. As you can see right here in this particular article, it says that Congress announces a major tax deal to expand the child tax credit and to revive breaks for businesses. Yes, the bipartisan agreement between the House and the Senate tackles priorities for both parties. And this is probably the only way that they can actually get this done before the deadline. You guys already know that the government has a deadline in which they could shut down. And I believe that deadline is January the 19th. So we are just a couple of days away. And don't think for a minute that this is actually passed. They still need to talk about it. But anyway, senior lawmakers in Congress announced this bipartisan deal on Tuesday to expand the child tax credit and to provide a series of tax breaks for businesses. The $78 billion tax agreement between the House Ways and Means Chairman Jason Smith and the Senate Finance Chair Ron Wyden caps months of negotiation and pursuing common ground in the divided Congress. Now, it still needs to be written into legislation and to secure the votes to pass the Republican-led House and the Democratic-led Senate, which is not guaranteed, as I just mentioned. But the top tax writers are hopeful that it can pass very quickly before people file their taxes this year. They are trying to provide this child tax credit for people so that they can give them an additional boost before they file their taxes, which I will say some individuals have already filed their taxes and we are only 17 days into the year. But anyways, American families will benefit from this bipartisan agreement that provides greater tax relief, strengthens Main Street businesses, as well as boost our competitiveness with China, as well as an opportunity to create more jobs in the country. The deal details of which were reported earlier yesterday by NBC News would enhance refundable child tax credits in an attempt to provide relief to families that are still struggling financially and those with multiple children who can really benefit from this child tax credit. It would also lift the tax credits of $1,600 refundable cap, and it would adjust it for inflation. Now, again, 15 million kids from low-income families will be better off as a result of this new bill, this tax bill on the table. And given yesterday's miserable political climate, it's a big deal to have this opportunity pass pro-family policy that helps so many kids get ahead. Also, so many kids come above the poverty level. So anyways, this new child tax credit policy would benefit about 16 million kids in low-income families, according to an analysis report. The expansion would meaningfully reduce child poverty. In the first year, the expansion would lift as many as 400,000 children above the poverty line. 3 million more children would be made less poor as their incomes rise closer to the poverty level. So anyways, as we've talked about it previously on this channel, that the child tax credits were a huge success because it was probably the only way or the only option to bring so many children in low-income families above or at least at the poverty level. So anyways, guys, that is definitely some good news, and looking that this bill might actually see the day to get signed into legislation, this is some very positive news. Yes, unfortunately, it is going to cost us about $78 billion, but on the flip side, I would love to see the opportunity to give these low-income families an opportunity to raise up, to feel like they are worth it, to give them more money because the inflation has pretty much killed everyone everyone in this country. Wouldn't you guys agree? So yes, bringing the child tax credit back before people file their taxes is a great thing. So anyways, guys, just to let you know that if you haven't already filed your taxes, you might want to wait just a little bit longer, because if they end up signing this bill into law and then President Biden signing it, this is going to be huge depending on where you lie in regards to the poverty level, as well as if you are considered in the low income families, as well as if you have children, multiple children. You can definitely benefit from this, because as you guys know that previously the child tax credit provided $300 per month per child. So that was around between $3,000 and $3,600 per year per child. So if you have around 3 children, that could be an additional $10,000 or more for you and your family. So this is definitely a huge deal right here, and we would love to see this thing pass before the government shutdown deadline. So anyways, I will keep you guys posted as usual. And in addition to that, we also have another state that has talked about issuing some $1,500 stimulus checks right here. As you can see, the stimulus checks for this year, 2024, who is actually eligible to get a $1,500 payment sent by January the 10th. Now, I know what you're saying. Today is January the 17th. So where are these stimulus checks? Well, let me just go ahead and tell you about it right here. We are talking about the state of New Jersey, in which they implemented this Anchor program. And I want to give some more highlights into that. It says right here that in exciting news for residents of New Jersey, a new stimulus check of $1,500 is set to be distributed on January the 10th of this year. This comes as part of the Anchor Tax Relief Program, aimed at providing financial assistance to individuals who meet certain income requirements, as well as resident requirements and home ownership criteria. The program is designed to alleviate the financial burden faced by many citizens in New Jersey due to the high living expenses there, particularly in the terms of property taxes. We all know that these property taxes are getting out of hand, and not just in New Jersey, but everywhere, even in the state of Texas, especially in Florida. We've seen lots of articles in regards to the property tax increases in Florida are causing retirees to have to move out of their homes. So this is not just a New Jersey thing, guys. This is affecting every person in the United States. But anyways, according to this particular program, details homeowners in New Jersey who owned their house in 2019 and had a combined income of $150,000 or less will receive the $1,500 tax rebate. Additionally, homeowners with families' incomes falling between $150,000 and $250,000 will be eligible for a $1,000 benefit. But on the other hand, renters with 2019 tax returns showing incomes of $150,000 or less can expect to receive a $450 stimulus check. Like I said, this is from the New Jersey Anchor program that was previously initiated. So anyway, just to give you a little bit of feedback, that the application period to apply for this Anchor program, it actually started on October the 12th and it ended on December the 29th. So I know a lot of people have actually missed this, but I definitely want to remind you that if you were successful in filling out the application and you were accepted, or the eligibility requirements, you probably already received that check, or you are still on the verge of receiving that $1,500 check, or up to $1,500. So anyways, if you were accepted for that, just know that they're still sending out these particular checks. They sent some of them out by direct deposit, and then some of them are actually being mailed out in a paper format check. So be mindful of that. It could take a little bit longer. It has been 7 days since they started sending these particular checks out, but if you are expected to receive a paper check, just know you probably will be receiving that before the end of this week. So anyways, you can see in this particular tweet right here that the New Jersey Anchor program, formerly the New Jersey State Rebate Program, file your New Jersey homeowners or renters rebate. Yes. But like I said, the deadline has already concluded last year, and those of you that are eligible, you should be receiving that check sometime this week. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, but be on the lookout for that, and make sure you don't throw away unmarked type of mail that could show up at your home. So anyways, I definitely wanted to give you an update in regards to that, because some people are actually reporting that they have received their checks, and then some people said that they haven't, which means that they are still waiting for it. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on that, just to be aware of that. But anyways, outside of all that, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, as well as other opportunities such as getting the Amazon Prime membership for free for 30 days, which is a great time right now, as you can watch the remaining of the NFL season on the Amazon Prime, as well as sit at home, order things from your phone or your computer, and get them delivered to your front door for totally free. Anyways, check out all of those links down below. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.